Test, test, test. What is up, everyone? Trying to get this audio going, guys. I'm just not getting any audio from CRD. Alright, let's go. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Had a long stream last night. Woke up a little bit late. Alright, CRD versus Pain. Game started on the dot at 8 gigachads. No one's lost a ship yet. Looks like Pain is down on points, but is regaining Charlie. I do need to pull up YouTube Studio because I cannot see chat at all. I'm just not getting any audio from CRD. This is my first time, second stream ever using OBS, guys. So it's gonna be a little scuffed. Oh, double waxing. Angel goes down. So, oh, I gotta mute that. There we go. CRD's Montana trying to get smoked up by the DD. Oh wait, we got audio from CRD now. Hold on. Test. Yeah, we got some audio from CRD. Montana on a double fire. I don't know if he's gonna survive this, but it looks like they have the game won. Sorry for the shitty commentary, guys. I apologize. So CRD gonna take game one. So now we have audio from both teams. So game one goes to CRD. Hold on a second. Yeah. First game goes to CRD. I am trying to pull up live chat here. It looks like there's just no I didn't add a live chat feature. If that's what it looks like. So I completely goofed on that. Oh, my apologies, guys. I messed up on the chat, so I don't think you guys have the ability to chat. I will fix that though, but alright, now we're locked in. We got audio from both teams. Game 2 of Super Cup 2026. Let's get it. CRD versus Payne. We know these are some heavy hitting teams. CRD, the past Ocean Cup victors. Or was it Payne, CRD, Iolo? I don't know, guys. It's early for me. I apologize. I had an 11-hour stream last night. Then I had to edit some videos. I'm sorry. All right, let's get it. Game 2. CRD versus Pain. Uh, let's get it. Northern Waters. Okay, so for CRD, we got quite a lineup there. We got Chris 246 in the Montana. Let's check in with our Pains. We got Angel Rambo in the Daring. Let me see why chat is not. This first stream will be a little scuffed, but it'll get better. I apologize for the scuffness. So Angel Rambo with the Giga Chat Daring. Chris positioning himself to support Alpha, and he'll have shots on Bravo too from this position here. Oh, is someone gonna take a... Oh, okay. Good thing that DD did not take those torps. Oh. Yeah, not getting... CRD's audio is very low. Little contest fest. Pain does have blue on all three caps, but I mean, this is a matchup here. CRD, what a way to start the Super Cup. CRD versus Pain. The two legends, two beasts, two gargantuan teams here. All stacked with Giga Chad starters. Angel Rambo here, just contesting. Has sonar on, so he doesn't have to worry too much about torps. Has to worry about radar, but if he does get radared, he does have this island here. Oh, and the enemy CRD Daring is spotted out wide. CRD. Darren gets off with not too much damage there. Not too much damage on the CRD. Oh, but the Pain Cruiser does get waxed a little bit. A little bit of nostril hair is taken. See what Chris from CRD is up to. Oh, he might wax this Castilla. It's not gonna feel good. Aiming straight for that bow. Unfortunately, shells go to the right a little bit. This salvo is looking better. No. One pen. I like this strategy. It's very interesting. It seems like the DD is kind of staying near the Montana, inking him at certain points to try to conserve some of his HP when he's reloading. But they are down a ship. They are down a cruiser. Some good dispersion there. Castilla might be done here. No. Keeps knocking that gun, which is good though. They need to get rid of this Castilla to kind of tie things up here on cruisers. CRD is up a cap, which is huge. Looks like Castilla's gonna go down. Down goes Castilla. Montana on a permafire. Let's go ahead and see what Payne is gonna be doing here. Angel Rambo in his daring is gonna get some support from the battleship that's kind of covering Bravo. There's a cruiser out wide on Charlie, so this... Both teams are just positioning very well, but that defense contesting, that's very tough right there. He's in a spot where he's very hard to get out of that spot right there. But I think Payne is sensing some urgency. Okay, so Angel Rambo smartly kind of goes wide and sends some torps where that defense is positioned to kind of get him out of there. Maybe get a few torp hits. DD is spotted for... But yeah, Angel Rambo smartly decides not to open up right there because with that defense, battleship there, he would lose a lot of HP. I think at this point, they need to force that defense off of the cap somehow so they can get it. Points are tied here pretty much. If that defense... Oh, hold on. Let's see here. Montana just took a shot. Montana just took a shot at Des Moines from that far away. Shells are still in the air. No, none of them hit. Borgone for Pain is still full health. Montana, very good on the throttle. They're juking that salvo. So Payne is starting to get these caps. This Bravo and Alpha, they're gonna start gaining the lead here pretty fast. Z52 very low. Can they get him? Can Montana is trying to get in a position where he can lob some of those shells. Oh, and he just goes dark. Unfortunate. Those are looking good. Good salvo. Oh, Des Moines sees them coming. No damage. Z52 spotted. Let's see if they can take... They need to take the Z52 out. I think that... Oh, and CRD loses the Wooster. That's not good. Des Moines doing a perfect job. Wow, even with the Arthas, just no damage there. Let's go ahead and check in on the Pains DD. Yeah, CRD is not looking too good here. They definitely have a lot of low HP ships. And are those single torps gonna land on the Montana? Oh. Oh, scraped him. Scraped his ship. I think daring from CRD, sensing the urgency to push here. To make something happen. And they do get him. I mean, he had really no other option. Payne was starting to get complete map control. Montana just not having any luck on that Des Moines. Des Moines is just Giga Chad RNG, but then on the other hand, God, I hate the Montana as a ship. BA Montana, on the other hand, goated, very goated ship. I just know from experience from playing the All-Star Cup. I don't know. There's just something about the Montana. So it looks like Payne is gonna. Oh, nice blind fire there. Yeah, Payne is gonna go ahead and take this game here. So we're gonna be all tied up 1-1. I don't know why the chat feature is not working. Okay, so it looks like we're tied 1-1. Payne versus CRD 1-1. So it appears like my mistake was I set it to kids only mode, which 99% of the time I know not to turn that on. So that's why you guys can't comment. Even though I went into studio and changed it, um, it might just take 200 seconds to update. Unfortunately, I think it's only going to be able to change after. All right, so game three, guys. Best of three. Whoever wins. Okay, there we go. Okay, chat looks to be working now. I do apologize, guys. Again, I see the chat is working on my end now. Okay, so we got the Montana, Chris staying in Montana for CRD. Um, it looks like I'm not sure what is going on here. I have no idea what is going on with this. Did Angel? Oh no, there's this. Okay, there's a slight delay. I'll fix on CRD on Payne's side. Or hold on a second. Did they? Okay, they selected the wrong map. It looks like. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, so wrong map was selected. So we got. I was just so confused for a second there. I thought Angel might have lagged out or something. I don't know. All right, Game 3, Super Cup 2026, hosted by TFN. Payne versus CRD. We got Angel Rambo switching to Holland. Then we have Chris. Let me move this over. Everybody that's watching in chat, just want to say thank you guys for all stopping by. 45 viewers, insane. Sorry for the scuff start. I apologize. I might have to add. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take off the chat from the on-screen display, possibly, or just make it smaller. I'll leave it. Whatever. Okay, so they are gonna be going wide here on Bravo. I think because chat is live, I'm gonna have to remove it from the, because I think the chat is gonna show up live possibly on the screen. Not sure how that works. So both teams electing to go wide here, but Payne does send a ship into Bravo. That could be that defense, possibly. So Payne, with a very smart decision, They're gonna have those, yeah, and they get it. So Payne is gonna be getting those B cap points. Gearing spotted. Let's see if we can see some booger waxing here. Gearing getting his boogers taken. He has to watch out. I think he did get set on fire. CRD's gearing does go down. Holland not losing really any HP at all. That is not good for CRD. Not good for CRD at all. So first DD engagement. CRD loses their gearing. Let's go ahead and see what's happening. So this is the shot from the Montana that's on the same, oops, let me disable that audio. This is the same flank where the Holland is, so I can't really see what's going on Charlie's side, but CRD is really gonna have to step it up on Charlie's side. Oh, this might be a wax. Yeah, big hit on the Montana from the Bourgogne. So it looks like Payne elected to do an overload on a B side. Kind of catching CRD a little bit off guard here. Now, maybe CRD's gearing didn't. I mean that gearing was very. He went way deep when he went wide. So, maybe he wasn't expecting the amount of ships. I'm not sure. But it looks like Montana is gonna get away. Oh, and they take down the enemy daring. Enemy daring for Payne does go down. So Payne has 1, 2, 3, 4 of their ships. 3 of their ships here. So they do have Bravo, but it looks like CRD did do a good job on Charlie's side. But the problem is all of Payne from Bravo, they're all full. They're all full HP here. This is gonna be very tough depending on how healthy CRD is on the other flank. So it looks like they're gonna go, Payne is gonna kind of keep their Des Moines guarding that Bravo cap. And Holland, Angel Rambo is gonna head over to the other side. So CRD's Montana getting free shots on that Bourgogne. I didn't really get a glimpse, but it looked like that paint. Yeah. Down goes Gudenlu for Payne. That's a huge loss. Huge loss. Down goes Gudenlu. Maybe my audio's a little too loud. I apologize. So down goes Gudenlu. very OP ship. Very, very, very OP ship. Let's go ahead and see what this Montana is up to from CRD. So I think Montana does realize that it's just the cruiser in the cap, and him kind of contesting these points is gonna put Payne in a weird predicament because of the. It seemed like they had planned to send kind of their entire team back towards Charlie to go ahead and help. Montana is sonared here. Yeah, Holland is in middle. Looks like he's gonna get a shot off on that Bourgogne. They're possibly communicating that Bourgogne is just too healthy. Nice little 10k. Bourgogne smartly choosing to use. Oh, and down goes Gearing. Payne Gearing goes down. So CRD is just clawing their way back here. Down goes. Okay, so the DDs trade. There is a trade with the DDs. Angel Rambo did have a huge health advantage there. Maybe the weak DD got him with a torp. I wish I could go back and see that. That was a very unfortunate trade for Payne. Rambo appeared to be very healthy, and the CRD destroyer was very low. What an impressive just play on. CRD is just baffling. That looked like they were, I don't know, did not look really good for CRD. Napoli able to do the classic suck my deke maneuver. He does go down here. Let's go ahead and get an overview cam from Angel here. Give us a little better perspective of what's going on. So Montana wisely kind of just playing ring around the rosy. You know what? This game can still. It looks like CRD might lose possibly a. You never want to say it's over till it's over. I've seen games where lose with 1 second left to go, so. Looks like Montana is trying to seal the deal here in this Des Moines. So, yeah, if this Des Moines goes down, that's gonna be very close to 1,000 points. If we want to see some kind of miracle here, Payne is gonna have to kill one of these ships, but Montana is on target, does not get any shots. 10 points left to go. And that'll do it. CRD. CRD 2-1. CRD does take victory. So great job to wow, great job to both teams. What is this? Wild elephants. I don't think we really want to look at wild elephants. So let me go ahead and see if these teams want to do interviews. Um, so let me just go ahead and add some audio here. Some text. So CRD does take, let me see if any interviews. Um, Let me hop in the interview room here. Disable this. So I am in the casting room interview channel. I am messaging both teams right now. I actually have to look at the schedule because I know we have another. When is the next game coming up? So let's go ahead and see here. Hello, hello. Give me 1 second. Let me just add your audio to so Payne will do an interview in like 3 to 5 minutes. Let me capture your audio real quick. Okay, so we do have CRD KDS 028 everybody here for the interview. If you just kind of want to talk us through game one first, and then we'll kind of work our way down. So, kind of, I don't know. What do you think? How was it? How did you guys do? I don't know if you want to talk too much about your strats or anything, but uh, what do you think of the opening? What a amazing game, first of all. But uh, what do you think so far facing a team such as Pain? Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be taking into the last seconds. On my side, um, we're just preparing for a lot of crossfires. We pretty pretty hardly hit priest in the beginning round on the B cap. He
Yeah,
was kind of cornered. He got crossfired out of three directions. Then for myself, uh, there was like I collected a couple snails
y-
because
yeah,
I was bouncing off the stupid ass island because I was too fast in going back into the gap. That's basically killed me there. But overall, the first round on my side was there wasn't that much action, to be honest. Like both sides played a decent holding game.
y-
We fight it around the cap, but the full action was around Chris, around the A cap, especially the B cap. Yeah.
yeah. B cap. It just, I mean, when it comes to teams of uh, your stature, your Giga Chadness, it's kind of just positioning is key. Um, but yeah, game one, it was just very, all the teams were kind of getting a feel for each other, kind of like the start of like a boxing or UFC match. But did, you guys won the first game. Second
Yes.
game, I don't know if you want to talk me through kind of
Oh yeah.
what happened there, but after that, we'll get to the third game, which I think everyone wants to. That third game was amazing, but if you want to kind of walk me through the second game,
Yep. I mean, the second round was a bit difficult. I again spawned on seaside, and it's not that optimal for having crossfires for the B cap.
yeah,
Because you need a higher shell arc to lob over the middle island, short German part on it. But
that's good.
overall, I think we kind of lost a bit of the game flow. Like we realized pretty fast that there's a Brisbane around C, and that we couldn't after the first engagement where we hit him pretty decent, I would say. There wasn't a big engagement anymore on C. Like both DDs cycling around Brisbane kind of tries to find their way in, and we lost Jacker pretty early because of a common issue with the top side of A. But it's unlucky. It happened to myself also a lot. That's high risk, high reward positioning up there,
Yeah,
and that kind of broke the flow for the A side, to be honest. And that's why we like falling apart around the whole map. Like C hold it the longest, but we didn't get a foot in the door.
yeah,
And after the time was running out, we failed to catch up in points, and then in the end, I was just standing it because why should we take it?
yeah,
Like at three ships down, like 500 points in the back. There's no reason to stay behind the island and hold it.
yeah, yeah.
There
So
was a last push for me on C. I could take out the Brisbane, but there was no way to collect
Yeah, it was just too tough.
the
So
daring.
yeah, it seems like Payne kind of was able to adapt and kind of adjust a few things. But after KWA, what's up? After
Hello.
I'll go ahead and get CRD's perspective from the third game, and then I'll kind of just start with you, and then we'll work our way up from game one to three. So,
Sure.
what do you think of game three, KDS? So that was honestly probably the most entertaining game from both teams. Very. Once I saw the gearing go down, on that wide flank,
Yeah.
I don't know if you kind of want to work, like kind of explain to me kind of what happened.
Yeah. I mean, he pushed, I think, into three raiders
Yeah,
at this point. He
Yeah.
was completely fucked, to be
yeah,
honest. But we recovered a bit from it,
yeah,
and
yeah,
after we decided, like after Chris was going down, we were deciding to just overrun the other side. Guden was for me a bit the issue because if he would have positioned a bit more aggressive in the early game, he could have basically out. He could have prevented me from capping the gap because I think Halo was it you in the Monty a bit
No, that was
farther
Sip.
away.
I was on the other side.
So, yeah, because if he pushed me a bit back into the corner with the drops, the Monty could have killed me there. But I don't know why. Maybe he got called back for some reason. But that opened the door for me to push into the gap with Kat and Kuro.
It was a good push. It was a
And
great push.
and we also committed on the outside because Gearing was alone mostly. And yeah,
yeah.
we needed to push this side because the other side was
Yeah, it
fucked out.
seemed it from my perspective, it seemed like that B area kind of pain. They kind of just dominated that area, and then I saw you guys kind of. I was just saying, hey man, CRD really needs to win that C side if they want any chance at this. And then it seemed like, yeah, you guys were doing a good job. You were able to take C, and then Payne was like, okay, well, let's go ahead and start heading over there. And I was
Yeah,
just saying to myself, hey, like, all of Payne's ships were pretty much full HP, so this is gonna be very hard. And then it seemed like once Payne was kind of getting some momentum heading towards C, you guys came into B, and kind of Payne had to come back. I don't know if you kind of want to just
I mean the
yeah,
thing what we changed, we like the aggressive push was like vertically, but we immediately decided after seeing the position of the paint ships to play the whole map horizontal. Like we pushed from C forwards to the B side, and the opener was basically killing Rambo
yeah,
after he tried to finish our daring because he was driving straight into crossfire between the daring me and Kat and Kuro. And after I've seen that the Bogon from BCAP was pretty close to my position, I just sent it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That
from our
So
point of
we
view, the start to finish there, we just had the triple radar on that one flank. It was like we need to win this flank. And
yeah,
you have
I
that
don't know,
cruiser island
maybe
on B, and we had one on the island that went outside, and then
yeah.
our DD gave us a ping. Hey, this guy's deep, and we saw that ping. Was like, what? And then we hit the radar, and there he was right there, and secured that kill early. But I think we made the mistake of anticipating your push, but by the time you guys got spotted on the other side of the map, I didn't have the crossfires anymore. And maybe the right call was to push forward through that flank and finish off the remaining two ships there. But by the time I had fallen back, it was more of a stalemate on that flank now, and you guys just started rolling our ships. I think that DD lost in the flank sealed the deal, and then Gooden takes Torps, and it just started falling apart from there.
yeah. Once the Guden went down, and then I was kind of thinking, Angel, I believe was full health, and then he was pushing
I
that
think A
DD
bit
that
over half, a bit over
yeah,
half.
a bit over half, and then I know your guys' DD was very low, and I think he got a tor. They traded, and then I think that's when kind of the game was
Yeah.
Tipped over.
And
almost
even too on that right flank from our point there left, both of our ships have no torps. Like we can't deal with that Monty just
yeah.
rushing through the cap. You know, if we had a Brisbane where that Des Moines was, probably would have been a different story or something like a defense. It's nice having the radars, but there's nothing to counter. You know, 80,000 hit points of Montana coming right at you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was. I mean, honestly, very well played. So, just to kind of recap, I guess this game three, since we're on the topic, I think Payne very solid start for that game three, just positioning wise, everything, solid start, and then CRD somehow uh, the German Giga Chatness was unleashed and clawed their way back. I mean, everyone in chat was just saying, there's no way CRD is gonna win this, and but yeah,
Yep.
so thank you CRD for the interview. KDS, congrats, appreciate it. I'm kind of just gonna start now with Halo, starting kind of from game
Yeah,
one,
sure.
and kind of do the same thing. I did. So yeah, Halo, is there any kind of comments, I guess, for game one and two? Uh, we'll start with
Yeah.
game one.
Kind of had similar strategies for both spawns and Northern Waters. I think our DD in the middle losing hit points a lot of early was great that he stayed alive. Miracle. But us being unable to pressure middle, kept the middle DD spotting everything in the backfield. We kept our Z alive the most of the time, which was nice, but um, I think I take a pretty big chunk from the Monty on my flank, and then a rogue gearing torp finishes me off. And then once they're up a ship, the flanks just started falling apart.
Yeah, so yeah, that game one basically went CRD, but then you guys made some adjustments in that game too. I don't know if I guess you want to kind of
Yeah, I
walk
mean,
through.
with the way we wanted to play game one, we just played a better game two. Um,
Yeah,
Playing that Z in the middle of the cap, that sonar really helped us out. Kind of reversed the pressure situation on B. You know, game one they had the pressure, game two we had the pressure. Um,
yeah, yeah. I think when
Ships we
it
had sitting in A had a really good crossfire too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when you have two just like amazing teams like CRD, Pain, I think, it's like every team, will make adjustments and probably win the other game. So it's a back and forth. So I think a best of five, in the end. Um, yeah, I mean, you guys played very well, both teams. I need to do more homework on the Super Cup bracket and everything. Um, but so is this kind of like Ocean Cup-ish in a way, the bracket style, or how's
Yeah,
it?
the first 2 weeks are like preliminary rounds, they're like Swiss rounds.
Okay,
I think
okay,
after that everyone gets seeded, and then from there it's elims.
okay, okay, perfect. All right, guys. Well, GG's to both of you guys. Thank you for the interview. Very entertaining
Yeah, thanks for
games.
casting.
Yeah, sorry, it started a little bit scuffed, but ended up working in the end. But thank you guys for the interviews. Tell all your teammates thank you for the game. Um, very entertaining games. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Interview from CRD, KDS 028, and Payne KWA Halo. I hope you guys enjoyed their performance. And yeah. Thank you
Yeah,
guys for the interview. GG's.
yeah, GG's. We'll see you around.
Okay, take it easy, guys.
Okay.
See you.
Yep.
See ya.
Congrats. Bye bye.
Later.
All right, guys. Well, there you have it. The interview from CRD and Payne. What a great game from both teams. So, as you guys can see, uh, kind of the streaming schedule for today. Um, I am going to take a quick shower and get ready because I had a 11-hour stream last night and basically woke up and had to redo basically swapped from Streamlabs to OBS, so kind of was in a rush. Woke up a little late, so I apologize for the scuff start, but thank you all for watching and viewing. Sorry about the chat mess up at the beginning. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of dial things, fix things up for the next game, which will be the Risers Cup game, Base versus Joker Nord, and then we're gonna go ahead and continue with the Super Cup games. Alright, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace.